Hey YouTube, thank you so much for joining us here at Blessed Beyond Words. My name is Candie.
And I'm Ellis, and this is our real and raw section, to where she gives it to you real, I give it to you raw, and we just try to keep it a little uncut, but
Uncut, unfiltered, unedited, uncensored, all that fun stuff.
that's our dog Tokyo.
Yes, so we apologize if you hear some strange noises in the back. But anyhow, you guys can see that our channel is relatively new, so we just wanted to just come and talk to you guys, tell you a little bit about us individually and as a couple.
Things we go through our marriage. We just recently celebrated our 1-year anniversary on July 4th.
Yes.
After completion of marriage counseling.
So that tells you how our first year of marriage went. It's definitely been an experience.
Trials and tribulations.
Definitely trials and tribulations.
Patience.
And that is one of the reasons why we decided to start a YouTube channel, so we can document that is one of the reasons why we started our YouTube channel, so we can document our life and our ups and downs and our struggles, our successes, and just everything. We've known each other for 20 years. We've been married for 1 year, and this is where we are right now.
Yeah, so God blessed us, to still be together, to have our family, and to be able to, tell you guys about our experiences, express to you guys like what we've gone through.
We've gone through a lot. Gone through a lot.
We're coming out with a book with our marriage counselor, so we're going to do an.
You tell me way too much early.
Okay. Come out with a book. We just ain't gonna tell y'all name yet, but I gotta get y'all a little excited, get y'all out with our blood to the book with us.
Yes, we did marriage counseling for a little bit over 12 weeks. I thought it was very helpful. I was able to.
We wouldn't have made it without it, so it was more than helpful.
Yeah, it was definitely. Yeah, it was really really helpful. So I appreciate. Yeah, I enjoyed marriage counseling and just.
Yeah, 'cause you brought it back from the brain. It wasn't just that; it was helpful. I've already signed divorce papers. Like, it's that serious. So yeah, it brought us back from the brink. So.
We've been through a lot, you guys. But anyways, we just wanted to just come on really quickly and just talk to you about our day and kind of see how you guys are doing. This is the C virus era. We attend a mega church on a regular basis. However, once the C virus hit, obviously churches were shut down. So today it's 11:57. So today we went to church for the first time since March, and it was a very, very interesting experience. We're members of a mega church with thousands of members. So to visit church today, and only a few hundred people. People had masks on, social distancing, and it was just really, really.
Most people still attending the online, which we were attending, and perhaps a lot of people didn't know that the church is still open, because we had to research and find out that the church was open ourselves today. So we expect more people to be there next week and on.
But they do have a capacity. They do have a capacity. The guy had emailed me back saying that they were open, but there is a cap. He didn't specify the cap.
Yeah, so it's very unusual times right now. And then they usher you in, they usher you out of there.
Yes.
And yes.
There was no passing the offering plate around, so that was one thing that was different. They did provide, the Clorox wipes for you to wipe your chairs down, and it was mandatory that you must wear a mask. So it was definitely different, but we still got a good word. And we'll go back next Sunday, but it's just interesting to see just all the changes that have taken place since March. Like, it's weird to see less, just a less amount of people in the church. When we're used to going to church, and church is packed. The parking lot is packed.
She wasn't even sure she had to wear the mask there, and I told her yes. So there's not angels, little fairies flying around, chopping viruses in half in the air. No matter where you're at, I'm a survivor of
Yes.
the situation.
Amen.
Yeah, and still just recently recovering, and so I gotta go take an additional test now to test negative for it, but I've been positive, but we were positive about the situation. My wife took very good care of me. Shout out to Airborne, vitamin C, appreciate y'all. What was that? Black seed oil.
Black seed oil, elderberry syrup, chicken noodle soup,
With lemon and
lemon
garlic.
and garlic,
Lots of lemon and garlic.
and
And my baking soda and lemon juice detox. Yeah.
and then just
prayer.
hydrating
Yeah.
and rest. You really, really have to rest. He was working 7 days a week, and I've told him that he was going to crash. So I think just working the 7 days a week just made him more susceptible to illnesses. So he contracted it. I'm fine.
Our 12-year-old daughter is good. She's fine. She was around me at the time that I had it, but now she's avoiding me. 2 weeks later, she's avoiding me like the plague. So, yeah, it was a blessing to survive that. It was very, very painful. I wasn't very sickly, but
The aches and the pains.
yeah, my whole skeletal system was just shot out. And I feel like if I had dirty, raw hands just holding onto my lungs and trying to squeeze them with dirty, stinky hands. Yeah.
But you didn't have he didn't have to be hospitalized. He didn't have major upper respiratory, can't breathe, needing a ventilator or breathing treatments. He didn't have any of that. So thankfully it was just
had
more.
massive shortness of breath, just anything strenuous. I was at work trying to work before I knew I had it, but when I realized I had it, because I'm just from picking something up, I was completely out of breath, and I had to sit down while I was doing stuff, sit down while I was removing tape off the floor. It was just ridiculous. So, I knew, so I had to leave, and, test positive.
But we made it through. I'll be getting tested tomorrow, and I guess the test that I'm doing is blood test, just to verify whether or not I've had it, not if I actively have it. Whereas his test was the nasal swab that says if you actively have it, right? Is that right? Okay, so that is our plan for testing and
You guys
retesting.
know, if you test for it, if you do the blood or the nasal, it can let you know if you have it or had it or whatnot. But the difference is, if you do the blood test and you don't have it no more, it could still come up positive, because all it's just showing is if you've ever had it. So you get a positive test. So if you're trying to go back to work or show employers that, do not go back for the blood test, and make sure you go for the nasal test, because that'll let you know if you actively have it. That's what's more important. That's why some people keep getting tested and they can come positive. They don't understand why they got over and they can't go back to work. But that is the difference.
Yeah, so for all that don't know, when you test positive, of course you have to self-quarantine for a specific period, and you're not supposed to return back to work. No, Tokyo, sit down. You're not supposed to return back to work until you've had two negative tests. But then I think the nurse was also telling me it depends on your HR, because the nurse told me quarantine for 10 days, and then you have to be symptom free for an additional 3 days, or quarantine for 10 days and then symptom free for 3 days.
So again, do the nasal, not the blood, or you'll just keep getting positive and you won't be able to go back to work anytime soon.
And if everyone will just stay safe, wash hands, mask up, and practice social distancing. However, if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it.
The whole world is eventually, disclaimer, but the whole world is eventually gonna get it. There's nothing you can do. It's the new flu. Everyone is gonna get it. It's all about how safe are you, how much vitamin you have inside of you, so how prayed up you are, and just keep your immune system up. Keep your vitamins up and stuff. Everyone's gonna get it. So RNA virus, it mutates. It's here to stay. So
science
disclaimer, but yeah. So just get ready. Just eat as much vitamin C as you can.
Definitely airborne. We were doing 4,000 milligrams.
Yeah. And what I like to do is get lemon juice, preferably at least 3 lemons, and I mix it with some like half a glass of orange juice, or a third glass of orange juice, and then mix that. Then take a quarter to a half, but quarter is better. Take a teaspoon of baking soda.
Baking soda.
So I take the baking soda, drink that down. It's gonna bubble some. It's not gonna blow your stomach up or anything like that. Go down there, so neutralize that, so it makes your body, your blood, real acidic. Raise up your
pH.
yeah, yeah, and on your alkaline level, and as well, and it just makes it just a hostile environment for the virus and the bacteria inside of you, and it will flush your system. So don't do it thinking, oh, I'm gonna go to work. Let me drink this before I go to work. Now, make sure you have a place to where you have access to a toilet, because it's a detox. It will flush your system.
So now that you guys have been educated on how to properly care for yourself during the C virus,
Give me the real and the raw about that.
moving on, we have a few questions that we wanted to answer. They're just the Q&A tag, just so you guys will get an opportunity to get to know us individually and as a couple. Did we tell them about Tom? I don't think we mentioned that.
Yeah, for our anniversary, we went up to Reno.
Sorry, anniversary is
Reno.
July 4th.
Gorgeous.
July 4th, we celebrated 1 year of being married. It has definitely been an interesting year. But we went to Reno and San Francisco, and we had a really, really good time.
Lake Tahoe is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, Lake Tahoe.
You guys,
Definitely.
It's a beautiful place I've been to myself, walking along the beach, a period of the beach. I love Sedona, Arizona. It's very beautiful. It was breathtaking, though.
Yeah, so just so you guys, so we wanted to answer a couple of questions so you guys can get to know us better individually and as a couple. Of course, if you guys have any questions, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to our channel. So I'm just gonna go through these questions, no particular order. Okay, I guess, so the first question, where are you from?
I'm from Carson, California. Born and raised, that I lived in Apache Junction, Arizona. I lived in Cleveland, Tennessee, but I also had homes in San Fernando Valley, so, I've lived all over, but Carson is my home, but right now we currently reside in Henderson, Nevada. I've been out, celebrating a year and a half now that I've been out. I was recently incarcerated, 15 years. So, that's another long story I give to you on another more raw night.
Story time.
But my baby was there for me the whole time. And, going on with her life, but still being there for me. So
we have a very unique love story, so we look forward to sharing that with you guys. I am also from California, Southern California. I've lived kind of all around Southern California. Inglewood, Long Beach, Wilshire, San Fernando Valley, Anaheim. I've kind of lived all over San Fernando Valley. And then Oregon, I've lived in Iowa. Like you said, we're currently in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been here for almost 13 years. And I'm definitely ready to go. That's one of the things that we will document. Okay, 14. Yeah. We definitely want to document our relocation. We do want to relocate out of Nevada. We're considering Reno. I think that's probably where we're going to go. So yes, we're going to be documenting our move. No, I haven't.
When you come?
I came here in 2005.
It's 2020.
Anyhow, so next question. Who did you look up to growing up? And why?
Primarily, I looked up to my oldest brother. He taught me how to survive in the streets of Los Angeles, you know. So I looked up to him very much. You know, older homies from my neighborhood, but my grandparents, they're the ones that taught me my values. And my father, he's the one to give me my work ethic, you know. So he was always a hard working man, you know. He was adamant about, you know, going to work and labor, use your hands, do what it takes, you know, to get the money and take care of your family and stuff. So, you know, that was a blessing.
Right. Let's see. Who did I look up to growing up? I will probably say, I don't want to necessarily say looked up to, but yeah, I'll say my uncle on my mother's side. A lot of the things that a mother should have taught her daughter, just about life and credit and career and just overall just life experience, things that you should teach your child. I learned that primarily from my uncle. So I guess I'll say I looked up to my uncle.
But the person I was closest with was my mother, as far as being in tune and everything. My mother and my sister, you know, they were, you know, always know who I was closest with, you know.
And I was closest with my grandmother.
Your grandmother's big Steve.
How old are you?
I'm 43 years old.
And I'm 36. So let's see. Which of your parents are you more like?
That's tough. Like I said, I'm very close to my mother, so I have a lot of her values, a lot of her, you know, ways. But you know, saying my father, work man, saying like, yeah, it's hard. I'm split. I ain't gonna lie, I'm split between my parents. You know, I'm one of those that, yeah.
Okay. I would have to say.
Yeah, you would have to hate to admit. She's close. She's more like her mother.
In some ways. In some ways. In some ways. In some ways. I didn't necessarily grow up with my dad, so I know my dad, but I don't know him. So I can't even, like, I don't know. I know he's funny. I know he's real particular. So I guess I'm like my mother. Yeah. Let's see. What relative was most important to you growing up and why? Kind of a similar question, right?
I mean, I would have to say my older brother, due to the fact that he taught me how to survive and get money and survive the streets of Los Angeles, you know. So, you know, yeah, I have to be my brother.
And I'll go back with my uncle. Let's see. What is your best physical feature?
I got really soft skin. Take pride in my skin. Keep it clean. Keep it soft. I'm losing my hair, so I can't claim this good hair. So, yeah, I would
So you
have to
say your
my
skin, soft skin?
Yeah. You know, and our trips already out. Yeah, well, she said, you got soft skin for a man. It's unusual.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because guys, they're normally rough and,
right.
yeah.
I got them massage hands. You know.
So physical, so can I say my eyes?
I
would think my eyes. Yeah, I would say my eyes. What is your biggest accomplishment?
I made it a year with this one right here, boy. Square Bear and me.
We're opposite. We're so opposite. We're so opposite.
Opposites.
Very opposite.
Difference between a penguin and a hummingbird. I'm telling you.
What kind of...
Trust me.
Okay. So that's your biggest accomplishment? I know. You didn't have to tell me. Okay, so was that your answer? Your biggest accomplishment was staying married for a year?
I just got to get the paper. Anyway, my biggest accomplishment. Well, I appreciate my Ocean 10 card, helping you through college. My biggest accomplishment.
I think, well,
making it through my time with my head held high.
Yeah. And I feel like it extends now into what you're doing. Your biggest accomplishment is this, getting out and getting on your feet and rehabilitating and being responsible and, just getting your life on track. I think that is a big thing, because to go away for so long and then you come out and all of this is foreign, but you've transitioned outside looking well.
Thank you.
I would say that.
Due to her, because while I was incarcerated, a little tricky, guys, she got a credit card, put me on as an authorized user. So when we bought phone time and packages and all that stuff, then it was boosting my credit as she paid all that stuff off. But she would buy me packages and get my phone time with that credit card. So when I got out, I had a clean slate of credit besides that credit line. So I had a credit score of 750 when I got out. So drove right off the car lot with a car, and with a family car, because I tried to drive off with the Hemi. Had to charge her with the heavy. But she talked me out of it and let me know, taught me down from a damn near $800 a month.
That was the most ridiculous thing in the universe.
For my Ford Fusion, which I love, titanium series, hybrid. So it's only $410 a month. So
y'all, he went to the car lot about to. Just.
It was just fun. I knew I was gonna end up.
It didn't make sense.
But then I started letting him talk me more into it. But if you heard that engine, it makes
no. Night and day. Good and bad. Sane, normal one here. Good decisions. What question were we? Oh, biggest accomplishment? I'm gonna say getting through school. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say getting through school. Yeah, I'm gonna say getting through my programs. Yeah, getting through college. I would say this is the biggest accomplishment for me.
Go to the back.
Sit down, Tokyo.
Go back here.
Oh, what happened to?
Go to the back.
What happened to our questions?
Go all the way to the back.
Hold on, guys. Questions disappeared. No idea where they went. One second, y'all.
I'll just bite my ear all over.
One second. I don't know what happened. Sit down, Toby.
Move away from the computer. Wait. Get to the back.
Okay, let's see. Man, the one that we were on, I liked. And you guys, this is totally casual. This is very casual. And you're not supposed to be on the phone. Focus.
I'm not even looking at nothing on it. I'm just nervous. I'm just
okay.
Turning the phone on to my happy place.
Okay, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? Anywhere.
Gosh. I seen in a magazine, they got these houseboats that they rent you out every year. So right, the boat goes all over to each docks at different countries at different parts of the year. So you spend 3 months at this country, 3 months at that would be nice to just live with those. It looks like a real apartment or something like that, like a real home on the inside, but the boat takes you all around, so you just like live in a home, but you live in front of different countries and stuff. So that would be real nice and stuff. So outside of a tsunami, I wouldn't mind living there.
For me, if I could live anywhere, minus everything that's going on there currently, and if I could afford the lifestyle that I wanted or that I needed to live there, I would live in New York, Chelsea district. Yes. Next question. What was your first job? Quiznos Classic Sub, 15 years old. How's the sound?
Hustling Chuck E. Cheese. But shoot.
How you guys say hustling? Just say Chuck E. Cheese.
I didn't work there.
What were you doing
10,
there?
11 years old. I was still there. I was listening. I know how to get money from all the machines and get tickets and
So
all
how
that
was
stuff.
that? That's not a job though.
It was a job for me. I used to make $50 a day as a kid. That was good money. I was 10, 11 years old.
But that's not. No, we want like
First
where
job.
your job like.
Crystal Burger. Crystal. When I got a work permit at 15 to work at Crystal Burgers.
There we go. Okay. What do you do for work currently?
I have an interview tomorrow to be a bus driver, but I'm mostly currently I do construction.
And I work in medical insurance.
And I do driving.
Next question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, lover?
Maybe, perhaps, probably Reno, Nevada. You guys went out there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Quite affordable. It is real nice. Or the East Coast. I think it would probably be Reno or probably the East Coast. Unless I could talk her to going back up towards Washington or Seattle or something. But which she loves. But
I do. It's just very depressive. It's the rain. Yeah.
Yeah, but as long as I see myself between 5 years on my trip around that. But I might think that's cliche, but I'm telling you, we've earned this time together, but we've been through a lot and stuff to make it to here, and just, man, I can imagine 5 years from now to still be with her, so that'd be a blessing, so we have to make that happen. And this is actually one of our paths, one of our roadmaps to make sure it happens and stuff. God just bless us with a windfall. We're able to buy the equipment right now, and hopefully we can entertain you guys.
Let's see.
No.
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Definitely out of Henderson, Nevada. I don't know where we'll be. I'd say northern Nevada,